Howdy y'all. This video is going to show you how to use the video feature on LoggerPro. First thing I'm going to notice is that I have here, I put the image on the desktop computer from my phone where I took it. It is of me jumping on a trampoline. I'm going to open up LoggerPro. There we go. And then the first thing I need to do is insert. I'm going to insert a movie. I'm going to choose the movie to select, and that's just the name that I remember it being. You can name it on the desktop to make it easier. So here is the video in LoggerPro. Now this button down here will allow you to get some possibilities. You can see that I'm holding a meter stick in the screen. So I'm going to hit this button. If I put my mouse over it for a second, it tells me what it is. So I'm going to set the scale. I'm going to choose one end of that meter stick. Oopsies. I need to set scale. I'm going to click one end. I'm not going to let go of the mouse. Then I'm going to drag all the way to the other end. And then when I let go, it comes up for the distance there. And the distance is 1 meter because that's a meter stick. All right, cool. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the origin. To decide where I should set the origin, I'm just going to press play for a minute. All right, so I'm going to, I'll stop it here. So I'm going to set the origin at a place right where I start to bounce. Okay, so this is the frame right before I start going down some more. I'm looking at my feet there. So I'm going to set the origin at my center of mass. Again, here, if I hold my mouse over that, it says set origin. I'm going to set the origin right at my belly button, right at the center of mass. Now, do you see this dot right there? That says that that is the positive x direction, and since I'm going to be moving up and down, I'm just going to move that positive x direction to straight up. All right, cool. Now all we need to do is click this add point feature, and all I'm going to do is click to add a point right at my center of mass, right at my belly button, right there. It automatically moves to the next frame, so I move to where my center of mass is now, and then it's going to continue each time to the next frame. Sometimes 2 frames, especially if you do slow motion, 2 frames are really close, so I might skip a few frames and then click and then go down here and click the forward button to skip another frame. But if there's a difference between them, and I'm trying my best to click my belly button, the center of my mass, if there's a difference between the frames, the more data points, the better. So I'm going to just collect each of these data points here, and I'm going to do this as long as is helpful. You can see that these points are populating a graph to the right, and we'll analyze that graph in a moment. I'm going to do this for quite some time, okay? You can see here that it's graphing both the x and the y. Remember, x means up and down, y means left and right. I'm staying relatively close left and right, so what I would do is I would just want to choose x. I don't care about my left and right motion. I pretty much am not moving left and right. I'm just moving up and down. So I'm going to select the x there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on with this video, populating or adding all of the points necessary. I've already done that, so I won't bore you with doing that. Instead, I'm going to pull up that final project. So here you can see that I've already made all of those data points. And then this last one, I added one last data point. So there's the first jump up, second jump up, third jump up, and then I did a backdrop to see how much energy dissipates. That last point right over here is how high I got at that backdrop. What you can do this, analyze this a few ways. I'm going to go to page, auto arrange down here. Okay, I'm going to look at the velocity at different times, so it automatically calculates the velocity. Now I'm going to find the slope at different parts here. Okay, so this was while I was accelerating up. I'm going to get the line of best fit. There I see that my acceleration was about 18 meters per second squared. Here, this is while I'm falling back down. You notice that at first I have a positive velocity, then I'm slowing down until I reach the top of where I'm at, and then I start speeding up, going back down until I hit the trampoline again. And during that time, my acceleration would be the acceleration due to gravity, so I'd expect it to be 9.8, and when I round that, I get 9.8. Okay, so I'm going to find the acceleration during this part. That's my second jump. Again, I have a bigger acceleration this time, 34 meters per second squared. Here's my acceleration during the second free fall. I would also expect 9.8. Look at that, 9.8 if you round it. Okay, and I would continue this analysis. You're going to do a variety of different things for your analysis. Thanks for listening.